I have a big announcement to make. Today, I'm excited to share a special resource with you all. The Trade Desk has recently published a report titled Elevating Your Marketing Strategy with AI, accessible through the QR code behind me. Please scan to download. The report provides insights into the latest trends in programmatic advertising and highlights the shift from traditional media-focused strategies to audience-centric strategies. Learn how AI can be used to enhance brand impact and effectiveness across the open internet. You can download the report using the QR code displayed on the screen. Right before the keynote, we have a special video by the Trade Desk. Now, to kick off our symposium, we have Tejinder Gill, General Manager of the Trade Desk, who will be talking about the significance of open internet and why it matters. Let's welcome Tejinder on the stage.
Perfect. Am I audible? I don't know. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thanks, Rahul. It's an honor to be here. Thank you so much for being in this room. I don't know how about the weather. Is it like nice, beautiful? Better? Awesome. Fantastic. I want to share again a great news with you guys. Yesterday, Trade Desk completed 3 years in India. Right? So huge round of applause for everyone. And my deepest gratitude to all the partners in this room who supported us from day one. We are a massive team now across Delhi and Bangalore. We are exploring Mumbai as an office. And today what brings me to the stage is to share some of the very high-level thoughts about open internet. This is the basic agenda, which is actually 3 folds, right? One, I want to define and share with you what is open internet. There's a lot of confusion on that front. The second is, what does it mean for the consumers? Like, where are consumers spending their time today? Third, most importantly, I think there's so many brand marketers in the room. I'd love to get their attention and their view on what does open internet mean for their brand. And if you look at the definition of open internet, right, it is pretty plain and simple. I think everyone in this room, according to me, represents open internet today. So anything which is OTT, CTV, mainstream, music, news websites, all the ad-supported platforms, where everything can be accessed in a very open, comfortable environment, is open internet. On the contrary, what is walled gardens? All social media platforms like UGC content. One thing is very common between walled gardens is they take charge and control of their own data, right? That's what walled gardens do. And if you break it down, the topmost line that you all can read is 52% of Indian consumers are spending time on open internet. That's a very big claim. And we've done a Kantar research that gives us this data. And if you bifurcate these two, again, between online music, news, and OTTs, versus the UGC content, this side, left-hand side, is much more heavier. This is the favorite question I got probably almost 2.5 years ago by somebody saying, how big is open internet? Right? That was a very basic question asked in India. Today, open internet is 600 million users put together. And it is actually 10% more than the reach of walled gardens. And we are almost 90% of those are connected on open internet. So if you take the total user base, total internet user base, we have almost 90% of them. And think about open internet as beautiful islands of Asia, right? So they're there, they're mountains, they're beaches, they're we as traders act as a bridge to put them together. And you can call all of us as the third front, right, which is open internet versus the walled gardens. And if you take a look at some of the key publishers, right, who work very closely with us, like if you look at CTV, right, Samsung ads, you like OTT, Disney, Hotstar, Roots of the World, Geo Cinemas, if you like audio, Spotify is a great partner. So if you want to advertise on any of these media partners and want to target your audiences, you can actually do everything centrally through Trade Desk. Now comes a lens from an advertiser point of view. So 33% people are more likely to view brands on OTT CTV as more premium compared to YouTube. By YouTube, we basically mean user-generated content. So if your brand advertises on CTV, premium OTT, because all of this is broadcasted content, right? If you look at all these big companies, they actually spend a lot of time producing great content, right? And if your ad is getting seen in front of them, that is amazing. Then you're actually up-leveling the bar of your ad. Another very interesting data that we found from one of our latest reports was that 22% are more likely to recall brands advertised on open internet. And if the brand recall is high and when people are going to purchase a brand, your brand will be in the top 2 or top 3 network. The last data point that we figured out was that 17% more likely to purchase products advertised on news websites. I've been hearing a lot from brands these days that, hey, you don't want to advertise this news, there's negativity around it, but compare news with the user-generated content, right, where you have no idea what is there around it. And if you compare these two, we see 17% more likelihood to purchase right on this one. And if you look at programmatic, right, I think Prab is in the room and Prab has been a great evangelist of programmatic at Google. Today, programmatic almost comprises of 44% of digital ad spends in India. When this number looks at, if you take it like a Uber view, it is 919 billion. And interestingly, when I joined Trade Desk and I asked somebody, one of the CMOs in the initial days, I asked, what is PG? And they said programmatic by Google. So, that is a great job that actually Google has done. But unfortunately, when I now look at the Western markets, how programmatic is done, it is no more a PG. It is all about getting to the right audiences with decision. And I think this surprises me. When time spent is actually 52% on open internet, actually the ad spend is like 15%. Like there's a very disproportionate mix here. And that gives us so much of food for thought to think through why should not open internet be given an equal amount of importance, which is everyone in this room, whether it's a Magnite, Spotify, Samsung ads, OTT players, like everything put together, we can give it a very tough fight. And sometimes, when I talk to marketeers, I realize what is one thing which is keeping this different, right? I think it's the ease to advertise. And that is one of the biggest reasons why marketers want to skew more towards walled gardens versus open internet. So we have to come together, simplify stuff, and make it very simple and easy for a marketer to buy. Probably my last slide, and these are some of the macro trends that we have seen how the open internet is actually growing. One is the rise of premium content. And actually the open internet is now becoming premium open internet, right? That is where the world is shifting to. Quality data is about advertising. Let me give you a very simple example. There's a bottle on everyone's table. Right now, how programmatic is getting sold is as 5 rupees, this is the bottle of water. But imagine if you get more variable and more data about this bottle. Let's say if somebody comes to you and say, this is unbreakable. Person sitting in the front row might say, oh, I might pay 10 rupees for it. Somebody comes and say, yeah, useless piece, it can't be recycled, waste, I'll pay 1 rupee for it. The third person can say, yeah, I can cut the cap and make terrariums out of it, put it in my showcase, 100 for it. So there's a price discovery happening. There's data to it. And that is what programmatic is fueling, right? Advertisers are willing to pay more if they get the right value and right data about every single impression in the room. And the last is, and which is the most exciting piece, is AI advancements, which is driving programmatic innovations. We are launching Pokai. 6.6 is the launch date, which is our new AI-powered platform. I would encourage you guys to go and explore that. That helps us to set up the right objectives on top and help you achieve the right KPIs. And I feel the future of AI is the right mix of man and machine. With that, I come to the end of this, and I think the team has already shared the QR code. This is a very interesting report, not too long, 10 pages, but do download it or take the QR codes from the team. So thank you so much for your time. Really loved it. All the very best for the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Tejinder, for the insightful presentation. I now request Rahul Puri to come on the stage and hand over the token of appreciation.